45 years ago today, two iconic and to this day very loved attractions opened here at Magic Kingdom.
Clear of the doors. Favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
Hello darlings, I'm Dani702 and today we are back at Magic Kingdom. Today we are going to be spending our time in Tomorrowland, where on January 15th, 1975, Space Mountain and Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress opened to excited Disney fans awaiting the new attractions, both being one-of-a-kind attractions here at Disney World. This is a sight for sore eyes. I haven't been here in maybe 2 weeks, but check out Main Street. Looking pretty good. Crowd levels are decent. I am super excited to be back after 2 weeks off. I am stoked. Let's do this. There's some party going on in the middle of the hub here. We got a couple characters out dancing around. Seen them do that before. That was really cool to stumble upon. Alright, now onwards to Tomorrowland. I've always enjoyed learning about places, or in this case attractions, and then going to these locations and experiencing them firsthand. Now I'm in no way a historian or an expert on things Disney. I just really enjoy learning and then sharing my experiences with you guys. So with that being said, let's go have some fun. Space Mountain would be the first roller coaster to open at Disney World. It is to this day the oldest operating roller coaster in Florida. The inspiration came from Matterhorn over at Disneyland in California. Originally called Space Voyage when the idea came to Disney's mind, he knew thrill rides would be a great addition to the parks. The coaster is at every single Disney park across the world in one form or another. Space Mountain at Disneyland California would open 2 years later, and at Disneyland Paris they have their own unique version of the roller coaster. They do fun overlays during special events, like for instance during Mickey's Not So Scary's Halloween party we got to ride this completely in the dark, and then on Christmas Day we got to ride it all lighted up. So I'll put those videos in the links below. And then over in California I've done a couple different overlays. So for instance, let's see, I've done Ghost Galaxy, which is interesting to say the least. They do have really cool projections on the facade of Space Mountain during that. They also have Hyperspace Mountain, which was a Star Wars theme overlay. They also had Rock in Space Mountain, which gave it like rock and roll music and stuff. So I've definitely been on this with a few different types, but nothing beats the original. The ride goes up to 30 miles per hour, which really doesn't seem very fast, but when you're riding along in the dark and you can't see when the ride dips, turns, or spins, it's a major thrill. Test Track in Epcot is over double the speed of Space Mountain, but Disney Magic will have you guessing otherwise. It's had plenty of changes over the years, but to this day, it's a landmark at the parks and a top favorite attraction among many. We're at the front now, so there is a quote-unquote single rider lane, I would say. Once you get up to where you see the rockets, you can let them know that you are a single, and then you'll get to bypass like half of the line. So that's where we're about to ride. He also said pick any number you want. So we're gonna do this in the front, the scariest part of the rockets. I also never know what face to make in the picture or where the picture spot is, but we're gonna try it this time. Oh, it's pitch black. Here we go. Oh man. Oh god, this is terrifying. Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay. Oh god, I'm scared. Ah! Oh! Oh god! Oh! Yeah, we made it. Whoa! Whoa! Oh wait, so no!
Safety. Remain seated with arms inside your vehicle until you come to a complete stop.
Legit terrifying in the front. It is so scary in the front. You gotta do it once though, but it's really scary. Look at this guy. I'm very intrigued by the ball pit that I keep seeing in the queue at Space Mountain. And of course he gets sped out into a gift shop. First thing I saw was Baby Yoda merch. Oh yeah, I take naps. I should get that one. Something that Disney does very well is celebrates big anniversaries. So check out the 45th anniversary merch that they have. This is a really cool sweater. Pretty light, so it shouldn't bother you in the Florida heat. Quote unquote Florida winter here. I really like this hat though. They even have a puzzle. For $22.99, you can get your Tomorrowland Space Mountain drink holder. Ooh, even says anniversary on it. And our next stop is going to be the Carousel of Progress, so you know that they didn't forget about their 40th anniversary. From the good old days to the possible present. Some limited edition pens. Yeah, Mickey Mouse is like a spaceman there, space mouse I guess you can call him. And also, a special edition Carousel of Progress. Oh wait, it does something. Oh, it like slides. Sorry, I'm trying to do it one-handed. There we go. Ah, pretty cool. I've always digged these jackets. They're so like retro 80s looking, but check this out. It's like a coffee mug. Oh, interesting. It's wrapped up so I can't open it, but can you imagine? Huh. It'd be kind of awkward to drink out of. It's really heavy too. Alright, quick question. Comment below if you're team side by side or if you're team one front the other. I think I'm team side by side. I think I like those rockets better. And most of you know that I had just recently moved to Orlando or just Florida, and I'm finding it pretty wild that we are in mid-January and almost everyone is in shorts. It is 82 degrees out here. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I come from hot Las Vegas, but the winter gets pretty darn cold there, so this is pretty amazing. I am loving Florida winter. Another iconic attraction to open in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom 45 years ago today was Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, the oldest attraction at Disney World to have been touched by Walt Disney himself. This attraction stood the best of time, another fan favorite among even die-hard Disney fans. Disney came up with the idea of Carousel of Progress in the 1950s, but limitations and technologies made the show pretty much impossible at that time. But that changed in the 1960s when General Electric approached Walt Disney to help them with a show. Developed for the 1964 New York's World Fair to showcase electrical progress and how technology has evolved over the years. General Electric wanted to show new products that they had developed, and with Disney's help, they wanted to demonstrate innovation and progress. After the World's Fair, they moved the show to Disneyland until 1973. Then it was packed up once again and brought over to Florida. Disney Imagineers came up with the Carousel Theater that rotates with the scenes while the viewer stays seated. The audio animatronics to us nowadays may seem pretty outdated, but at its debut it was quite advanced. I love this attraction. Not only the nostalgia and the fun song that you can't get out of your head all day, written by the famous Sherman Brothers, but I do really like the education and taking a look back on how we used to live and then how we live now. There's been so many advances, it's pretty crazy. I mean, the first scene starts in the 1890s when electricity wasn't common in most homes, and now we have technology at our fingertips. You're probably watching this on some kind of crazy contraption right now, your phone or your big TV or whatever it is you're watching it on. But it's fun to kind of take a look back, but also to think forward on what is yet to come in the future. What else are they going to invent out there, right? It's also a really great place if you need to get away from the Florida heat for a little while. Air conditioning, and you get to sit down. Pretty good choice.
What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. It wasn't too long ago we had to carry water from a well. And thanks to Progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. By the way, we have indoor plumbing now. Oh boy, that's really great on cold nights. We're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper.
All right, here he comes. Oh, you missed him.
Hi, everybody.
everybody. I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do. Wow, 975.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What?
What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
And I know that the People Mover didn't open 45 years ago today, but it's definitely a must-do when you're in Tomorrowland, and a great way to kind of catch some sights and, of course, people watch. My People Mover has arrived. Oh yeah. I just realized I'm wearing my Carousel of Progress shirt. We big view tomorrow. I themed that on purpose and then totally forgot that I was wearing it.
Carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland watching. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might see.
Wait a second. We're blocked from the nice view of the castle we're gonna get real quick. There it is! Aww. And we're heading back into Space Mountain. Deja vu. Look at these birds greeting people as we come into Tomorrowland. Oh man, I hope they don't surprise someone below them. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me on today's adventure. I had a really great time checking out those two rides that opened up 45 years ago today. We got to do Carousel Progress and Space Mountain, and we even added the People Mover in there, some top attractions right there, all within a couple of hours. I had a lot of fun. Thanks so much for coming. Please subscribe for more adventures. Until next time, watch this video right here, and I'll see you later.